describe the MBTA as slow.
Slow.
Slow?
It's very slow.
It's no secret how people feel about the T, and that's exactly why two writers thought it would be the perfect villain in their musical. T and MBTA Musical was first staged in Boston back in 2011.
Like public transportation in Boston, over the years, the show has grown and changed, putting a spotlight on the ongoing trials and tribulations of the MBTA.
Even though this is a musical about the T, it's also a musical about self-discovery.
Composer and lyricist Melissa Carubia came up with the idea for the show after graduating from Boston College.
I didn't have a reliable form of transportation, so I was at the mercy of the T.
What started out as a 10-minute skit is now a 90-minute production. It's loosely based on The Wizard of Oz, a journey of three young people in Boston just trying to find their way.
The infrastructure of the T is just keeping them from getting where they're going on time. And like any true Wizard of Oz story, they learned that the crumbling infrastructure was within them all along.
The T seems to fail not just in a way that is preventable, but in a way that almost feels diabolical and purposeful. So it was really easy to just turn that dial up a few notches.
From mistakes like the two narrow tracks on the Green Line extension to a lack of money and aging infrastructure, no topic is off limits for book writer Mike Manship.
At the very least, we can offer some humor and some catharsis to people who are experiencing this in their daily lives.
When the slow zones happened, we actually did a change in the show where one of the actors starts singing in slow motion and then eventually just stops, and the audience is wondering if the show, something's wrong, and then he goes again.
So what do writers think about the idea of a musical comedy about the T?
You could make fun of a lot of things, honestly. I've been taking the train for years. I could come up with a paper of things to make fun of.
I want people to walk away from the show feeling that they've experienced the city as a whole, and also a unique story that's not just reminding them of the terrors of the T, but also giving them maybe some hope.
If there's one thing Bostonians love, it's hating on their own city. You know, we like to complain about the traffic, we like to complain about the weather, we like to complain when the Red Sox lose, and we like to complain about the T. And in that way, it's a love letter to Boston.
T and MBTA Musical opens at the Rockwell Theater in Davis Square in Somerville on June 7th, runs all the way through June 23rd. It's right off the Red Line.
By the way, and audience members may hear a familiar voice at one of the performances. Frank Oglesby was the voice of the T.
Oh, wow.
And he's going to join the cast for one of the shows.
We're told the show always starts on time.
That's
a good thing, right?